Most of us hear about ultraviolet UV radiation in the context of sunburn or tanning, but how much do we really know about this invisible form of light? In this video, we will demystify ultraviolet radiation, offering a comprehensive look at what it is, where it comes from, and how it affects both human health and the environment. We'll delve into the science behind UV radiation, explore its natural and artificial sources, and consider its implications for our health and environment. So, let's begin our journey into the world of ultraviolet radiation by first understanding the electromagnetic spectrum. To understand what ultraviolet radiation is, it's crucial to first grasp the concept of the electromagnetic spectrum. Simply put, the electromagnetic spectrum is a range of all types of electromagnetic radiation, arranged according to their frequency or wavelength. This includes everything from radio waves used in broadcasting to X-rays used in medical imaging. Ultraviolet radiation sits between visible light and X-rays on this spectrum. Ultraviolet radiation is a form of electromagnetic radiation that has a wavelength shorter than that of visible light, but longer than X-rays. In simpler terms, it's a kind of light that we can't see, but can still affect us in various ways. Not all UV radiation is created equal. There are three main types: UVA, UVB, and UVC. UVA has the longest wavelength and is the least harmful, but can still cause skin aging and contribute to skin cancer. UVB rays are more harmful and are the main cause of sunburn and skin cancer. UVC rays have the shortest wavelength and are the most harmful, but, fortunately, are almost completely absorbed by the Earth's atmosphere. The most abundant source of ultraviolet radiation is the sun, which emits all types of UV rays. However, the Earth's atmosphere acts as a natural filter, absorbing most of the harmful rays and allowing only a fraction to reach us. Apart from the sun, there are also man-made sources of UV radiation, such as tanning beds and UV lamps. These artificial sources often emit concentrated levels of UV radiation and can be more harmful than natural sunlight if proper safety measures are not taken. You might be surprised to know that even certain types of lighting and electronic devices can emit low levels of UV radiation. For example, mercury vapor lamps, used in some street lights, can emit UV radiation, though usually at levels too low to be of concern. While UV radiation often gets bad attention, it has some beneficial effects, such as the synthesis of vitamin D. Sunlight triggers the production of vitamin D in our skin, which is essential for bone health, among other physiological processes. However, excessive exposure to UV radiation can lead to a range of health problems, including skin cancer and cataracts. Prolonged exposure to UV radiation is the leading cause of various skin issues like sunburn, premature aging, and skin cancers such as melanoma. Repeated exposure can exacerbate these problems over time. Your eyes are also vulnerable to the harmful effects of UV radiation. Prolonged exposure can cause conditions like photokeratitis, a painful inflammation of the cornea, and even cataracts, which cloud the eye's lens and can lead to blindness if left untreated. One of the most talked about environmental impacts of UV radiation is its role in the depletion of the Earth's ozone layer. The ozone layer acts as Earth's natural sunscreen, absorbing the majority of harmful UV radiation. However, certain chemicals called CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons, have been depleting this protective layer, increasing our exposure to UV radiation. Elevated levels of UV radiation can have devastating effects on marine ecosystems. Phytoplankton, the base of the marine food chain, are particularly vulnerable. A decline in phytoplankton can disrupt the entire ecosystem, affecting everything from small fish to large marine mammals. Land-based ecosystems are not immune to the harmful effects of increased UV radiation either. For example, UV rays can interfere with plant growth, reducing crop yields and affecting food security. In forests, higher UV radiation levels can stress trees and make them more susceptible to diseases and pests. One of the most straightforward ways to protect yourself from harmful UV radiation is by using sunscreen. Sunscreens contain compounds that either absorb or reflect UV radiation, helping to shield your skin from its harmful effects. Another layer of protection comes from wearing clothing specifically designed to block or absorb UV rays. Many outdoor clothing brands now offer UV protective fabrics. Simple behavioral changes, like seeking shade and avoiding sun exposure during peak hours between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m., can go a long way in reducing UV radiation exposure. Additionally, wearing sunglasses that block 100% of UV rays can protect your eyes. Understanding the nature, sources, and impact of UV radiation is the first step in protecting ourselves and our planet. From the importance of the electromagnetic spectrum to the specific types of UV radiation, we've covered a lot of ground in this video. From understanding the electromagnetic spectrum to discussing the specific types of UV radiation, the health effects, and its environmental impact, this video aims to provide you with a comprehensive guide to the world of ultraviolet radiation. As research advances, we'll gain a clearer understanding of how to mitigate the harmful effects of UV radiation while harnessing its benefits. Upcoming research and technology could provide new ways to protect against UV damage, or even use UV radiation for innovative medical treatments.